Hey guys, Cody here with Heritage Auto in North Logan. Just want to take a minute and share what life is like living with and charging one of these Wrangler Rubicon 4xe's. Let's go ahead and check it. So we're here, we're parked, just finished the drive. You can only see our battery's getting a little bit low. See, we're at about 6 miles of range, about 15% total. So let's go ahead and get this thing charged up, ready to go. This is why life with a plug-in hybrid can be such a breeze. Now this is something that you can go and have a electrician professionally install at your home. If you did not want to go this route, you are also able to, the adapter that it comes with, it looks just like this. It has this top on it, but instead of going and connecting back into this box, it just is a simple 120 volt plug. So biggest benefit you gain here is a full charge in about 2.5 hours. For this rig, if you charge it with a household outlet, you're looking anywhere between 8 to 10 hours, depending on if it's fully dead. So as far as getting this thing ready to go ahead and just pull these cables off the charger. Walk it over this way. And they make it really, really easy nowadays. So you can see a little E right here. We're gonna just push this, it'll open up. Little Jeep teaser right there, if you can see that, kind of funny. This light is one of the 2 charging indicators we have on this vehicle. So I'm gonna go ahead and unplug that. This is what the charger port looks like, in case you were curious. And this is your charger. I'm gonna go ahead and just put it in there and then listen for the click. That's how you know that it's in there. Okay, it's clicked. Light is now flashing. And we are good to go. This is going to be flashing green here, and then it's a little bit hard to see, but here on this dash it's flashing lights there. So there's 5 lights there on that dash. Every 5 lights is going to be 20% or so charge. So once you have 5 solid lights, no blinking, you know you're at 100%. The other light is right here. This is going to be flashing to let you know that it's charging, and then this is kind of your charging scale. So it'll keep flashing up. Once it's a solid light, again, like I'd said, it is ready to rock and roll. Now there's 2 different ways you can do this. Here at the dealership, we have things set up so that when you plug this in, it just starts charging it. We also have charging schedules you can set up for something like this. So you can set it to charge during off-peak hours. You can set it to charge during a number of different scenarios. That would make the most sense for you. To override that, it is pretty simple. How I pushed it in there and clicked it, you can just do that, unplug it, and plug it back in if you really needed to charge in a pinch. But that is charging with the Wrangler Rubicon 4xe. Hey there, just thought that I'd actually take a minute and show you guys the what the inside of the vehicle looks like and some of the charging screens and pages you've got as well with these Wrangler 4xe's after you finish charging them. So with the key fob in my pocket, keyless entry, you can go ahead and get in. This is a pretty well equipped one. Cloth seats, but still heated seats, heated steering wheel, remote start. Very, very well equipped. So as you get in, there's a couple different places you can go and you can look. So let's go check this out here. So this is some hybrid info you've got here. Obviously your electric range, your total fuel range, and your actual overall range with the mixture of those 2 together. And this will like increase around the circle there as you get more efficient in your driving. This will help you know how to drive it to maximize your electric range. Your charge, how much charge you're getting versus how much power you're using, which is actually very handy to use. And look at this as you're driving. This feature right here is regenerative braking. So with that feature turned on, that'll increase your charge. And then you can select your drive mode here as well. So this is some information you can get, and then let's go ahead and check out Uconnect 4's hybrid options on their touchscreen. Okay, so here in your Uconnect 4 system, what we're gonna do is touch apps. And within apps, we're gonna either swipe over or touch the arrow and hit hybrid electric. So within here is some of your hybrid electric pages, some of your settings. The first one here is going to be power flow, which is where we're on, which just shows you the flow of where power is coming from. So currently there's 2 kilowatt hours coming from the battery, or 2 kilowatts coming from the battery. That's because we're on hybrid. Now if I was to switch to e-save mode, this would stop happening here on battery, and you'd see it all coming from engine, obviously, because the motor would be turned on instead of the battery pack providing power. That makes sense. This also shows how much power the climate has been pulling. This here is just driving history. So this vehicle has a whopping 12 miles on it, so there's not a lot of driving history. It was driven a little bit on Monday, it looks like, and this will just show your driving consumption. I think that this is miles driven using battery and engine, so it's really hard to tell, but the top of that little thing is orange and the rest of it's green, signifying green being battery and orange being engine driving. This is a pretty cool page here. This is pretty simple. What you can do is set up a schedule. And so what this schedule will do is adjust when the charge chimes and the charging happens, like I mentioned earlier in the video. You can set it up for weekdays, weekends, different times, off-peak hours, and then it'll tell you if you were to use a household outlet, 120 volt, or a 240 volt, how long it would take you to get this thing charged up the rest of the way. Now again, this is at 99%. Jeep rates this as 21 miles of all electric range, but this is showing 30 miles. So it looks like they underrate it a little bit, which is great. Better to under promise and over deliver. Within these pages, when you enable the schedule, you can go into these pages here and you can just choose a start time. You can choose a stop time. You can have it stop at a certain percentage. You can have it rip until it's full. Within all this, it'll set that in and then done. And then this page right here is just selecting e-save, which is the same thing as this button over here. Right down there. And so what this will do is it'll use the gas motor instead of the electric modes. This does the exact opposite. This runs your driving full electric mode. And it tells you this on the center gauge as I push these buttons. But it starts off in hybrid mode to start with. So customizable. I just wanted to make sure that I showed you guys a little bit more about how the charging screen works and what this looks like here with these Jeeps. Now, if this is something that you are interested in, we do have this vehicle available for sale. Currently, it is August 24th, 2022. So if you are interested, we do sell out of state. Everyone's got a fair shot at these things. We do have a large number of 4xEs here and Wranglers. This is a Sahara 4xE. What we're in now is a Hydro Blue Rubicon, like I mentioned. We have a number of other Saharas, sports, gas motors. We've got some eco diesels. Basically anything you think you might want, I bet we got it. And then just to show you here how pricing works, we're trying not to mark these things up like you see in a lot of other places if you can find them. And so for pricing, hopefully you can see this here, we got it at just at sticker price. So it is easy peasy. Now, if this is something that you are interested in, please shoot me a text, give me a call, and I'll attach that here at the end of the video. Hope to hear from you soon.